I must admit, I am uncertain if I ought to feel more impressed or insulted. How long has it been, little lamb, since I was last allowed to see you in person? Your parents did always pride themselves on keeping you far from the gnashing teeth of the wolves, didn't they? Even well into adulthood, they treated you like a precious little doll that would be broken if it stepped outside. Yet now, they allow you to come and see me on matters of business. So tell me, little lamb, what is it that's changed? Did you finally manage to convince them? If I recall correctly, it has been years, hasn't it? And I made certain that my words would stick with you, no matter how desperate they are to believe that you're still that innocent little child. You've been bathed in darkness since you were first born into this world, and it filled your very being when you took your first breath, didn't it? Now then, on to matters of business, I suppose. Though truly, I don't understand what business you might have with me. Your family has refused for years, no doubt trying to protect you. And, as I'm certain you've noticed recently, the city has been much too quiet for my liking. Certainly not. I would never dismiss you. And besides, very little has been available to keep me entertained recently. You'll do quite nicely. So why don't you tell me, little lamb? What business are your parents proposing? Or, I suppose, since you're the one who's here, what will you be proposing on their behalf? Well then, that does explain why they were convinced to send you. They did always know that I favored you, didn't they? So naturally they would send you to propose an alliance with me between Hotel Moscow and your own family. I'm certain you can understand, little lamb, why I hesitate to agree, even when it's your sweet voice that's delivering the message. Your family cut off Hotel Moscow for years, simply because I believe it was your mother who noticed that I was getting a bit too interested in you. Their sweet, innocent child, who, although well into adulthood, needed to be protected at all costs from the beast that runs this city. At least, a good portion of it. Really now? You didn't realize that that was their reasoning. And What exactly did you think that it was? I am beginning to wonder if they might be right about your innocence. You suspected that it was a mere matter of politics. Although we do strive to make a point of showing that we are not within the bounds of the law. We do all vie for power just as much as those who control the law. And it can get quite messy. Even messier than most would like to admit. I suppose I can understand why you would think that, little lamb. But no, it was never that. It was all over you. And that leads me to another question. Why on earth would your parents be seeking to ally your family with Hotel Moscow after all these years? They wouldn't tell you. I don't believe that for one moment, little lamb. And you ought to know better. I know it's been years since we've seen each other, but I would have thought that our last meeting would have stuck with you better than this. You should know that I don't fall for lies quite so easily. So why don't you tell me the truth, little lamb? What is it? I see. So then, it's a matter of gaining your family's protection, ensuring their survival, as yet another turf war begins to brew. They've been threatened by Mr. Chang, have they? My relationship with him is often strained. We do have our moments of civility, but, well, I suppose since you came all this way, I might as well show you what it is that he did to me. Little lamb, you're staring, and much higher than you need to be. You catch on quick. I suppose that's something. Indeed. We seem to have caught ourselves in a bit of a disagreement recently. One that he felt could only be resolved with gunmetal. Let's just say, this does make me more motivated to return the favor in some way. But your family did scorn me quite dreadfully, and I would need a promise of appropriate payment in exchange for protecting all of them. I'm certain you can understand. Anything. Is that your parents' offer or yours, little lamb? They told you to offer me anything? Well, little lamb, you know what I want, don't you? You're smart. I wouldn't eye you so heavily if you weren't. Think it over. And give me an answer before you leave, won't you? My, don't you look adorable when you're so flustered and confused? If you don't mind, I have some paperwork I must attend to while you think. Don't keep me waiting, though. Oh, you have an answer for me already? And what might it be? My, an awfully obedient little lamb, aren't you? Well then, I suppose you won't be leaving. Give me a moment to call your mother and inform her of this. I'm certain that she will be quite astounded by your negotiation skills, won't she?